Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're back. If you haven't had an opportunity to watch Game of Thrones Mockingbird, stop listening now. Major spoilers, here we go. Tyrion gains an unlikely ally. Daario asks Dany to allow him to do what he does best. This is part 3. We're going to go ahead and continue on, man. Let's talk about Arya and the Hound. They are starting to, once again, man, get a little bit closer in their relationship. It's kind of cool, man, that they are allowing this story to continue, man. Now, tonight, we see Arya and the Hound. They come across a dying man, and he talks about how there's no more balance inside of the land. 2 guys attack the Hound. 1 guy bites a big chunk out of the Hound's neck, but Arya is able to actually... how do you want to say it? Help the Hound heal that wound by washing it out and sewing it back up. And the reason why one of the guys bites the Hound is because of the bounty that's on his head. Now, what a really epic moment inside of Game of Thrones tonight was when the one remaining guy that attacked the Hound, okay, out of the 2, the Hound asks Arya, he says, "Is this one of the guys that's on your list?" And then she says, "No, because I don't know his name." And then the Hound asks the guy, says, "What's your name?" And the guy said, "My name is Raug." And whenever he gave his name, Arya said, "Thanks." And then she takes her sword out. She stabs him 1 time in the heart. And it's the same exact location where the Hound killed the dying man after he gave him a drink of water. And he taught Arya, he said, "Listen, right here in this little part, that's where the heart is at. Always aim for the heart." And then after that, she connects with the heart, man. Now, let's fast forward inside of the episode. Arya and the Hound are out there sitting down and kind of, I guess you can say, recuperating a little bit from all their little adventures. And the Hound he's upset because his neck is bit. And then after that, she comes over to him with some fire and says, you need to try to cleanse it, and we had to wash it out, put some fire on there. He says, "No fire." She says, "Well, at least let me wash it out and then sew it up so you won't die." And then the Hound starts to tell this story about his brother, okay? And this is the story about his brother that kind of explains his face, the reason why he's burned, okay? The Hound was playing with his brother, who was back in this episode now, who's back, I guess, now in the 9 Realms. He's back, and whenever the Hound was a kid, he was playing with his brother's toys. His brother grabbed his face, pushed it into the fire, and then his father protected his brother and then lied and said that that the Hound's bed caught on fire with their linen and stuff. And that's the story of how the Hound had his face burned. That was really, really awesome, and I really did enjoy how they explained that, man. Real quick, man, the ghost has to be locked up in house because Sir Alliser, man, is making Lord Snow do that. And then Lord Snow tries to warn of the threat that's coming. No one wants to listen to him because they think that, obviously, the elders think that he's trying to take control of the Night's Watch, which is not true. He's actually trying to warn them. And then Melisandre is continuing, man, to recruit, man, for the Lord of Light. That is everything that happened in tonight's episode. It's really, really fast. And, yeah, it was a really good episode, man. One of my favorite episodes. And once again, man, just to kind of sum everything up, the Moon Door took deaths, and Lady Sansa is safe. Lord Baelish is safe. Lord Baelish killed Lady LYSA. And that's pretty much it, man. Prince Oberyn will be fighting for Tyrion, and that is the episode. That's pretty much all the highlights of the episode, man. Khaleesi is still doing good, and I still love Game of Thrones. Now, we're out of here, guys. Thanks again for listening.